here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way. Right in the morning. Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women, make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. How are you all doing this amazing morning? Listen, it's the first of the month. Cash your check to come on. Oh, happy August. Oh my gosh, can you believe the summer is almost over already? And it is a month, a little more than a month to the convention. So if you have not gotten your ticket yet to the BCMC Houston convention, make sure you go on ahead and grab you one of those before the tickets close out. Now, this is going to be the perfect opportunity for you to get in the room, to network, to listen to what's going on in the world and see how you could pivot. We already know about there is no security basically with anything. I don't care if you're an entrepreneur or if you're working for someone. There's no security anywhere, but you want to know what's going on. You want to have information. Having information is powerful, right? So you want to know what's going on so you know what to do with the information that you receive, right? So you need to know what's going on in the world. You need to know what updates are happening. And I want to talk about that today too, because I want to talk about, listen, I saw an AI video today, just this not today because the day ain't over yet, this morning, and I wanted to throw my phone. Like, y'all got to stop this. Like, oh my goodness. And I really want to say something. I'm like, it's not my place to say anything, to somebody about their AI or whatever. But listen, it's crazy, right? And I'm like, well, I think you could use your efforts using AI, like definitely use AI, right? Because it will help you, right? Use AI to help you move in your business more efficiently, not to use it to create these crazy characters doing these crazy things that looks ridiculous. It looks ridiculous. I don't want to say stupid, but it looks ridiculous. I just watched. Somebody was holding, and if you know who it is, don't say nothing in the chat, but she was holding a margarita. The margarita turned into a piece of steak, and then she was drinking a candle. What are we doing? What are we doing? For humor's sake, I could get it, right? Like you could say, oh my God, I'm using AI and I was trying to make a video and look what it did. Like something like that, I get, right? But don't use it and say listen. I try not to be stressed out over nobody else's problems, because if you like it, then I love it, right? So we are going to be talking about that today. And while I feel like, okay, so my tinfoil hat is tinging and pinging, and it always is tinging and pinging. We already know that, right, Nikki? Your tinfoil hat is always tinging and pinging. And so I'm looking, and everybody is cloning themselves. I'm like, I don't mind cloning the character. I'll clone something I created. I mean, not clone it, but I'll make it into a video or humanize it or something. I don't have no problem doing that. But I don't want to do it with myself. Like I did one video. I think I maybe did two, but it's the same video. Just I gave a different action, right? And I only did that because I wanted to see if it could be done, right? And so people are doing full out clones of themselves. I'm like, I don't want to do it. Do it for the grandma. I ain't gonna do it. Do it for the grandma. I ain't gonna do it. Do it for the grandma. I gonna do it. So anyway, that is what we are going to be talking about today. I actually had a whole conversation with Bronx. If you don't know who Bronx is my chat GPT. Also, I do have my own Nikki GPT. I'm going to see how I can share it with the world. The people who have taken my class, they got my GPT for free. But I'm going to see how I can share it to the world because I think it is great for entrepreneurs. It'll help you prompt better. It'll help you think deeper into what it is that you want to do. It'll help you to think deeper into what you want to achieve. And so, yeah. I had a conversation with Bronx and it gave me some really good information this morning. And so I am going to post something at some point in the day. I don't know if it's going to be directly after Coffee with Nikki, but I am going to post something later in the day with this thing that it gave me. Because I think what is missing when we replace our brand with AI, and I don't mean like the systems and things like that or the software. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the clones, and I'm talking about the UGCs that y'all, that people are creating. Not y'all, just people in general that people are creating. And I'm looking at certain brands and I'm like, well, the people don't really know what you do yet. So introducing this to your audience right now, that may not be a good move. So it gave me some really good information, especially about how to approach your content. Because use the UGC if you want to, but use it where it's going to help serve serve your brand, help to grow your community. Use it for those type of things. And I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying stop using it, but I'm saying think about what your messaging is first. Think about what you want to say to your audience first. Think about how you are going to solve their problem and show up as their solution first, and then approach your content from that perspective. Not just throwing anything up there. Like there's some random videos, just like for what? Like, what are we doing? And so, yes, I think that if we use it to our benefit, to use it more efficiently, I think that it can be more beneficial to your brand. You can get in front of more eyes. People want to share your content. People want to know more about you. And I think that's where we need to be with it. So I have a whole little script and everything. It's a buildable script, right? So you're going to put in a few prompts. You're going to enter some information first, and it's going to give you back some information, and you're going to input some more information. It's going to do that, and it's going to give you some content ideas. Then you can come up with scripts for these AIs that you want to use, right? Because you got a new skill and you want to use it, and that's totally fine. So now use the information that you got to help you to create that, so now you can have connection, right? Because I think that's important. Connection is always important. Connection is always important. So with that being said, everybody, I know I just jumped right in because let me tell y'all something. That video was hot on my heels. I watched it maybe 10 minutes ago. I had to stop myself from commenting because I wanted to comment so bad, like, girl, what are we doing? But I was like, Nikki, you can't do that. Everybody not ready for you. Everybody not ready for you, Nikki. Sometimes you be coming off a little harsh and everybody ain't ready for that. And I'm like, I gotta pull myself back because I know how I could be, and I know I know what my intentions are. But just because my intentions are good, don't mean that that's how somebody's going to receive it. It may not come in the form of a blessing to them. So, yeah, I just didn't say anything and I refrained. But I did come right on here and say it. Listen. I had to get it off my chest. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to Coffee with Nikki. I am your host, Miss Nikki, and this is your daily cup of information and inspiration. And let's check and see who's in the building. And while y'all here, please make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Listen, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I done said I have a goal of getting 1,478 subscribers. In 30 days. So that means I got to get on these tutorials. I cannot be playing in these streets. I need to be churning out tutorials every day. Okay. So, yeah. So if you're not subscribed yet, I say all of that to subscribe. And then I need y'all to share this out. Tell your friends, come on over here. We are going to be talking about AI today. Tell them come over here. It's going to be a good conversation. And tell them to subscribe too. So what else? Let me get into who's in the chat so we can get into this conversation. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I know for sure it's going to be a little bit spicy today. It's going to be a little bit spicy today. What am I going to do? That's who I am. I'm from the Bronx. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. All right. So first in the building, first in the building, we got Latrice of Heartbeat Candle Co. I, on the other hand, call cousin, but here in these YouTube streets, we call her the best moderator on what? All right. Hey, cousin. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. She said, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. I hit the like button. You better thank a union member. Wrong one.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
All right, let's see. You know it. Subscribe if you haven't. Join the membership if you haven't. That's it for now. Good morning, Christina. Good morning. Good morning. Big Meech. Big Meech is in the house. Big Meech is in the house. I gotta come up with a song for you, girl. Big Meech is in the house, and thank you for holding me down, please. And thank you.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Let's get it. Let's go. Let me see who else. I saw an ad on YouTube for, I think, car insurance. A cop was driving while talking and it almost looked real until I saw the way his mouth looked. It was clearly AI. They are okay. Listen, my spidey senses are tingling because what is happening is we're blurring the lines of where somebody really is. Now, if I say, and I'm going to go far, okay? So if I say we got a lot of political things going on right now, there's a lot of AI going on right now. So should somebody need to prove something or fake something and make the world think something, we have the perfect technology right now to make it seem and appear true, right? With the videos, with the pictures, and all of that stuff. So, everything, I think everything we have, is always the light and the dark. We always got that, right? You got to have the good and the bad. It's the way of the world, right? I don't know, girl. I don't know. But listen, we what we're going to do is we are going to be informed, right? What we can do is get some information and know how to use this information. So that's what I'm going to say on that. Good morning, Miss Kim. Good morning. All right, we got my manager in the building, and she is about to turn 5, y'all. Can y'all believe Push Classic Collections is about to be 5 years old? One whole hand. She is about to be 5, so she has a birthday celebration coming up for Push Classic Collection. So y'all make sure that y'all are in the building. Good morning. She said, happy Friday, everyone. Yes. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, Yolanda. Yolanda's in the building. She said, good morning, family. Good morning, Damien. How are you doing this amazing morning? Damien is in the building. Why is it not letting me put your comment up here? All right, there you go. Good morning, Damien. Good morning. Don't be nice to us. Oh, come on. You know I got it, girl. You know I got it. I'ma give it to ya. Don't be nice to us. Tell us how it is. Straight coffee, no sugar, okay? You better hustle hard. I'm gonna be hustling like no other. You hear me? I'm gonna be hustling like no other. Good morning, Miss Anita, Miss Anita. Ah, Miss Anita, Miss Anita. Ah, Miss Anita, Miss Anita. Ah. Good morning, sis. My good sis. How you doing this amazing morning? Good morning, sis. Good morning, Chantel. And you already know, if you hear, you know.
You better thank a union member.
You better what?
You better thank a union member.
Good morning, Belvalor Gifting. How are you doing this amazing morning? She said, good morning, everyone. Yes, yes, and yes. Chantel, my sis said, yep, that's the first thing I thought when AI started trending. It was created for a certain demographic. That's all I will say. Listen. My tinging and pinging. I think I need a thing that says tinging and pinging, right? Tinging and pinging. Tinging and pinging. Listen. If you are going to use it, just understand the inner workings. I was speaking to my son yesterday. I had a conversation with my son yesterday, and we were talking about, because there's a race for AI, and I don't have the stats or anything. This is just my opinion. This is just where my mind was going, and I was like, well, the race for it looks like the race for is an AI race, right? And we already know Elon Musk was in it, and then because he was with OpenAI, then he wasn't, and then listen, like I said, I don't have all of the information. I kind of know, like I have so much going on in my mind that I'm trying to say and not say at the same time. So we were talking, and he was like, oh, he should have invested in video when he had the chance or whatever. He didn't do it. No, he took it out. And so he was like, I didn't think it was going to go here. And I was like, well, you already knew. I knew it was going to go because I was already using AI before. Right. And I was using it because I like the fact that I was able to create, cartoons and stuff like that. And I didn't need somebody to draw it out for me. I could just kind of like throw some words together and create a cartoon the way I wanted it to look and do some things like that. And that's what I was using it for. And then, I was using my little chat GPT to help me with like prompts and help me with like getting emails together and all of those things, helping with language and stuff like that. And so I was like, I think I don't know if Google is winning, but I know, and since there's a lot of everybody has an AI software or an AI website, AI app that's popping up everywhere. Everybody has one. So I'm like, did I feel this way? When things start to get trendy, I start to pay attention, right? And so this right now, I'm like, I don't remember any other time, and it could just be the speed of the internet, right? But I don't remember any other time when something like they wanted to have a piece of the same thing all over the place. Like, remember when they had those virtual what do you call that? The virtual game where you put the thing on your eyes. I was like, that listen, my temper, I was like, that seemed like mind control. I don't want to put that on my head. Listen, and so I was like, the glasses and the things, all of those things were catching on for a minute, but they didn't stay, right? But I'm like, this AI thing is staying. This AI, everybody has one. It's everywhere. So I was telling my son, and I was like, every time you sign into one, because I gotta test them all because I need to see, what's popping, which one is the best one, or which one I like for what. Every time you go on it, what's the first thing you see? You sign up with what? You sign up with Google. So I was like, I wonder if Google is buying up all these smaller companies and or using their data, because you know what I'm saying? Like, or using their data, and they are winning the AI thing. I don't know. I should probably do more research on it. But it's just it's an observation. Actually, I did zero research on it. It's just an observation. Like, whenever you go to log into anything that is popping, it asks you, do you want to log in with your Google account? And I'm thinking, okay, well, that you logging in Google because you probably got a Gmail account and da 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 da. But then I'm like, but do they really have access to that? Because do we really read? Because we don't read the terms and conditions. We don't read the privacy policies. So what are we doing? My thoughts, listen, I don't went far, went down the rabbit hole, but that's just what I'm thinking, right? That's where my mind is right now. So I'm just going to say that to y'all, okay? Good morning, Lakeisha Keisha. Keisha is in the building. Why is it not letting me do what I need to do? There we go. Good morning, Lakeisha. How are you doing this amazing morning? She said, good morning, everyone. I'm truly blessed. Yes, yes, and yes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Let's give you a round of applause. And let's also give you one of these. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hope you have an amazing day. Is this my brother? Are you sleepy? Is this my brother? Because what are you doing on YouTube, brother? Oh my gosh, my brother is a mess. If that is my brother, and it probably is, because I probably was freestyling or saying something, it's my brother. Because he always say, you must be tired when I start freestyling. Yes, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Okay, so let's get into today, right? We done started talking about some things. How many of y'all are, and let's just see, because maybe I see it a lot in my timeline because of the algorithm, because I like AI videos, because I go to certain websites and stuff like that. So maybe it's just me, but do you see everybody, and just put a one in the chat, do you see everybody cloning themselves? Put a one in the chat if you do. If you don't see it, put a two. And if you don't, that's, that don't mean anything. It just means that that's not what you're liking, right? Because I was looking at somebody's video, and it's like, social media has changed. It's, you no longer watching, looking at people who you're interested in or that you follow or whatever. Now it's giving you content that it thinks that you want to see. So you're no longer, like, I see this on my Facebook page, right? There's a bunch of people on my Facebook page. I don't even know who they are. Where did they come from? I'm not following them. Why are they here? I don't want them here, right? There's a bunch of makeup people on there. And I'm like, well, first of all, that's the old me. That ain't the new me. And second of all, who are they? I don't want them here. I didn't ask for them. Who sent them? Who sent them? Take them back. I don't want them here. I want to see the people that I follow. I don't want to see your suggested anything. I want to see the people that I follow. So how many of y'all are seeing clones all over the place? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Let me know. Happy push anniversary. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, y'all not seeing it? Okay. Yes, it's me, sister. Look at the damn name. It says Charles D. It could be any Charles D. You got a regular name. What you doing? You ain't at work? You ain't at work, brother? Nikki, I saw you raising the question in someone's comment feed last night in these wild AI streams. Cause why? Cause why? We need to stop it. We need to stop it. It needs to be stopped. Listen. All right, so let's get into it. So now I'm seeing clones everywhere. I'm seeing clones. I'm seeing UGC videos. I'm seeing everybody saying this is my AI twin. Da 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 da. I'm seeing that, and for some people it works, right? So like some people have like I'm gonna use Malaysia. I think Malaysia did it, but I'm not sure. But Malaysia is always, and she doesn't necessarily have to, because she goes live and she does things and she could break up her content. But sometimes she just want to say something and just deliver a message, and it's a little quick one too. So it's something that's inspirational or whatever. So whatever she produces is always on brand, right? Some people are using their AI clones or their AI twins or whatever, and it's on brand, so it works for them. But some people are out here using it, and it just looks like it don't fit. It don't look right. What are we doing here? Why are the hands weird? Why are they sucking up crab legs off of a candle? Why their mouth is moving weird? Why things disappearing in the air? Why do they have 3 hands? Where's their other foot? Why is their shoes on their hand? Like it's a lot of things going on. And just because you could use it don't mean that you should use it. Just because that it's there for you to use, maybe you need to think about how you want to use it first before you go on ahead and use it. You know what I'm saying? Like think about how it can benefit you. And this is why I said I have a whole prompt, what do you call it? A progressive prompt. I have one of those that I'm going to be sharing with y'all. So y'all make sure y'all follow my stories because I'm going to share it there. But a progressive prompt to help you see what kind of content is going to stay on brand for you. Stay on brand with your content. Why is your girl doing a mukbang and you sell candles? What are we doing here, sis? What are we doing? It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense, and then you can have your audience, understand what you got going on. If you are going to apply it and it's on brand for you, do it. But if you're not going to use it and it's not going to be on brand for you, then cut it out. I'm gonna need y'all to stop. I'm gonna need everybody who's doing it, I'm gonna need them to stop, because what you're doing is you may be using it because you learned some new technology, but you hurting your brand. You hurting your brand. The goal is for you to have more customers, more sales, and to build community, right? That's what the goal is, right? And let me know if I'm wrong. Is the goal for your brand to make money? Let me know in the chat. Is the goal for your brand to make money? And while y'all tell me in the chat, I am going to look and see what the comments are saying. I don't got time to make up a name. Listen here. My brother is never on social media and he want to be on here now. Never. Of course, I'm at work getting to that money. I hear that, brother. Get that money. But now that you said that, I'll start seeing it everywhere. Not if you're following certain things, the algorithm, I'm assuming, is going to say, oh, you like this type of content, let me push more of that towards you. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not liking that type of content, then you probably won't be inundated with it. But most of us, since I do, it's all over the place. And maybe that's why my vision is a little skewed where it comes to, I think everybody is cloning themselves. I think everybody's using AI because that's the kind of content that is driving my way. But maybe everybody don't have that coming in their feed, and so they don't see what I see. Right? Maybe they don't see what I see. Let me see. Absolutely. If you see UGC, that's my boy's channel. Oh, okay. Oh, you told your boy to come follow me. Tell him subscribe too. I hope you subscribe. I have to get to, listen, brother, I need to get to 1,478 subscribers. So I hope you subscribe. Subscribe while you're here. Okay? Nikki staying on these folks next. Listen, because the truth has to be said. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Listen, I don't want you out here in these streets looking crazy. Some people out here looking real crazy. And when I tell you I'm side-eyeing you, I am side-eyeing you hard, because what makes you think that you could just throw anything together? And this is the same thing with your product, because if you just throwing anything together and you think it's okay to put that in front of your audience, and don't you think your audience is going to think the same thing about your product? I don't care how meticulous you are putting that thing together. They're going to think that you just threw that thing, that you don't even care about what you're putting in there because you didn't care about what you was putting up. So now, even if that, to me, that's the psychology. That, to me, that's what I think people are thinking, right? I'm immediately thinking that. But like, oh, you put up this trash, and your product must be trash, because you could say, yeah, I put all the effort in the world into making this product. I use the best ingredients, but your audience will never know because you keep putting up trash. Your audience will never know how dope or great your product is because you keep putting up trash. And if you keep putting up trash, there is no quality in that. So y'all feel me? Or it's just, like I said, it could be just me. I don't know. Is it just me? Do y'all feel the same way, or is it just me? Put it in the chat. If you feel the same way, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't, put a 2, because like I said, it could just be me. It could just be me, the way I see things. And sometimes the way I see things, everybody else don't see it. But if I see that you threw up some trashy UGC or trashy cloned videos, and it's all these inconsistencies and all these other things going on with that, and you didn't edit that thing out when you had the opportunity to, I think that you don't care about the quality of your stuff either. Right? But again, this is just my thoughts, and this is just what I think, and everybody don't think like me. So use AI to enhance your brand. And what I mean by enhance it, like I said, if you can come up, ask AI to help you with some content ideas, some hooks, some keywords, some strategies, some, use it for that. Your customers' pain points. Speak to your customers' pain points. If you want to use a clone, if you want to use UGC, totally fine. But speak to your customers' pain point. Show up as the solution. How do you show up as the solution? Use it to your benefit and not to your detriment, right? Use it so it helps you to grow the brand and get it in front of more eyes, as opposed to people like, I ain't watching this no more. Unfollow, because I'm very tempted to unfollow a lot of people, because I'm like, I cannot keep watching this. I can't keep watching this. I don't have to be subjected to watch this. I'm sorry. I got options, and this is not one of them. I want to exercise my right. I want to exercise my right, and I won't watch this no more, right? So use it to clarify your brand, right? So if you're not clear on what your brand is, you're not clear on who you serve, how about getting some clarity on who that person is, so that if you are creating these people, or you are doing these clones, that they can say what you need them to say. They can be in these places and spaces where you need them to be. And this could help with the brand, right? This could help you enhance the brand and help it, like makeup. Do a little bit of boom boom, right? You're not trying to change everything. You're just trying to help it a little bit. We're just trying to enhance it. So the goal is to be more efficient. And I went and I got the definition so I could share it with the world. And so the definition is achieving maximum productivity with minimal wasted effort or expense. How productive is that piece of content? Is this piece of content, when you created this piece of content and you decided that I'm going to post it, did you think what it's going to do for me? What is it going to do for me? Is it going to gain me some more followers? Is it going to get me some more sales? Is it going to get me an email? What is this piece of content going to do? Did you think about that before you posted it, or did you just post it? So did it help you to become more productive? Did it help you to get your brand out there a little bit better? If it did not, then why post that? Right? If it did not, then why post that? And then if you do post it, think about, how can I use it? I'm going to use this piece of content, but how can I use it to serve me? What do they say? If something no longer serves you, then what? Get rid of it, right? It got to get gone. Because if it no longer serves you, then it no longer needs to be, it don't need to be around you, right? And so think about, how can this thing serve me? How can I be more productive? How can I achieve maximum productivity with minimal wasted? Because the time that it took for you to create that's wasted time that you are never going to get back, and it's not going to help you, right? So minimal wasted effort or expense. Are you losing customers? Are people losing interest? What are we doing? Did this piece of content help me or hurt me? Is it helping to grow me, or am I losing? What am I doing here? Right? Think about that. And I think that if we start thinking about what we're putting up and how it's going to help us, help our brand, help us grow. If we start thinking about it that way, I think we'll start creating different types of content, and I think we'll be more intentional about how we post it, right? So if y'all with me, say y'all with me. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing this amazing morning? All right. So if it's not serving you, I want y'all to abort the mission, right? And by aborting the mission, I'm not saying do not use AI. I'm saying use it, but there's so many different ways that you can use AI. You could use AI, and I wrote down a list of things. I took a class yesterday because like I said, I teach classes, but I also want to take classes because I also want to know things that I haven't picked up. There's some things that I don't know. I don't know everything about AI. I know how to use what I know how to use, and I don't even know how to use that to its capacity. Right? Yesterday, I found out some stuff that I could do on ChatGPT that I had no idea that I can do. Right? So that was very new to me. So you always are learning. You're always a student, right? And there's so many different ways that you can use AI. You can use AI to help you to grow, get you some customers on your website. You could use AI to help you with the SEO so that you can show up, right? Because let's face it, most of us, we don't have entrepreneurial backgrounds. We're I don't want to say we're winging it, but we are trial and error. We're learning as we're growing. We're testing it out. We know if something works, we're going to keep it. If it doesn't, we throw it away. But we're learning as we grow, right? And so since we're learning as we grow, a lot of us haven't we didn't think that putting SEO was going to help with the website. I mean, if you're watching other people's videos and you see how important it is now, you're starting to put it in or your tags and things like that. But I've been using my website for years before I even thought about putting any SEO or tags in my on my website, right? These are the things that are going to help you. You know, when you're doing a Google search and people's businesses pop up, well, they're popping up based off of the words that are on your website or on your blog or whatever. It's pulling information from the internet so that it can show the results, right? It took me a minute before I started using that. So use AI to help you with your SEO. Use it so that you can write better product descriptions on your website. Use it so you can say, and you can ask it, listen, or you can put your website in there or say certain things and say, listen, I have a bunch of people coming to my website right now, but nobody is buying. They're not converting. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what it is that I'm missing. Can you please help me? Give me some tips on how I can convert these these visitors, right? Because I'm not making any sales. What is it that I can do to enhance the customer experience, or where am I not being clear? How come, you can ask the AI to help you do that. Right? I come on here all the time and I say you could use AI for helping you with this and helping you with that. It's not me just blowing smoke up your behind, right? Doing the characters was very exciting for people. So people went directly to that. They bypassed everything else. They bypassed everything else. They bypassed getting brand clarity because nobody is clear on. And I'm not talking about you here in this room because y'all know better, right? Y'all know better. Y'all do better. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about things that I'm watching and I'm seeing, right? There's no brand clarity. So why don't you use AI? And that's not the pretty thing. So you may not want to do it, but why don't you use AI to help you with your messaging? Why don't you use AI to help you with your branding so that your branding can be on point? Why don't you use AI to help you be consistent, because it can help you be consistent? Why don't you use AI to help you with your messaging so you could show up as somebody's solution? Right? Because the goal is to be the solution, right? You are speaking to somebody's pain points and problems. So your goal is to be the solution and show that you are the right choice for the job. You are the right option for the job. That's your job as a brand. Why don't you use AI for that? Right? AI is very beneficial if you're using it for the right things. If you're using it to be more wronger, then you're going to be the wrongest. Yeah, if you using it, you already wrong. And you using AI to be even wronger because you just doubling down on the wrong. Listen, just because you did it don't mean that you gotta stick with it, right? Then you know it don't belong, then get rid of it. Listen, get rid of it, y'all. Get rid of it. I'm doing great this morning. I'm just watching and reading while listening to you. I hope you have a great day. You too. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good morning, Patricia. Patricia's in the building. How are you doing this amazing morning? And how's my teenager and Valentina? How are they doing? Alejandro, tell him I said hi. Y'all see Alejandro with his deep voice and mustache, and I think he shaved, y'all. He shaved. Oh my gosh! Do y'all remember the little boy? He is shaving. What? Shaving. Listen. They're good. He's still sleeping like a typical teenager. He must be growing. He must be growing. Valentina is up and about. You know it. She got to start early. She said the world needs me. I need to be up now. Right? He grew up out of nowhere. I'm telling you. Alejandro was shaving and everything. I said, not the deep voice. Who's that? Listen, come to their live tonight. Yes, they have a live tonight at, what time is the live? 7:00? He's doing a live sale. Well, they are doing a live sale. So make sure y'all following Smell of Love Candles. Smell of Love Candles. Make sure y'all following. Valentina is showcasing her earrings and bracelets. Hey, I know, and the girls are chasing him because he fine. He fine. They got good taste. Their live is at 8 p.m. Okay, so it's at 8 p.m., y'all. Make sure you following Smell of Love Candles, 8 p.m. I got to make sure I put that on my calendar because I don't want to miss it. So, yes, do not use AI to be more wrong. Use AI to help you enhance it. I was listening to Donna Maria, and she was saying, it is artificial intelligence. She kept saying it, right? She was like, it's artificial, and the thing is that yes, we know that it's artificial, and you have to be able to bring your human touch to everything that you do. How can you bring the humanity to there was actually in the class that I took yesterday, it was the human intelligence and the artificial intelligence, and that we on phase 2, according to what I was looking at in this class. We on phase 2. So it's the human intelligence and the artificial intelligence. And so you have to bring your human element to your brand, because you have to always secure what makes you unique. You always have to. Like, there's no question. It's not up for debate. If unless you're selling spatulas or straws or something that anybody can get anywhere, and you don't need a brand and you don't need awareness, that's the thing, right? But do that over there. But if you have a brand and you want to establish who you are, and you want to establish your community, and you want to make sure that you have a loyal following, a loyal customer base, you've got to establish who you are, and they have to know what you do and how you show up for them, right? You have to show up with them. There's no amount of a machine or a clone or UGC that you generated. There's no amount of that's going to give you that connection. So you have to get in front of that thing, and you have to say, listen, it's a lot of this going on. Let me show you what we do here, right? Let me show you why I'm different. And people who love the fact that you are not doing that, because they are probably seeing it everywhere else, the fact that they know that they can always rely on you to be a humanized brand, and it's weird to even say that right now, a humanized brand, because everybody is using all of, you know what I'm saying? Like, all of this technology is just all over the place, and it's weird to say that, but if that's what your unique perspective is, then you need to be 10 toes down on it. You need to be doubling down on it. You need to be producing more content around it. You need to be talking more around it. You need to be going live and telling the people more about it. You need to be doing that, because if you want to make sure that you are doing that for your audience, just like Patricia was saying, out here in these pop-up streets, the game ain't the same no more. It's not the same no more. So if that's not if that's not popping the way it used to pop, we got to rely on word of mouth, or we got to rely on the internet, or we have to rely on different aspects. And so if we're going to rely on different things, then we need to start opening our mouths, and we need to start letting the world know what we have. Closed mouths don't get fed, according to Nigeria. Tap Kansas, right? Closed mouths don't get fed. So if you're not going to open your mouth and talk about your brand, then guess what? Your brand ain't going to go nowhere. You got to start talking. You got to talk about your brand. You got to pop your ish. You got to make sure you standing out. You can't say, well, I'm not standing out because they doing this over here and they got all of this going on and I don't have that going on. Well, that may be that maybe is that may be the thing that helps you to stand out. Use it. Stand on it. Your goal is not to be like everybody else. Your goal is to be like yourself. The goal is to stand up in your own stuff. The goal is to show your own brand to the world. That's what your goal is. Your goal is not to be the next whoever. Your goal is to be the only who you are. Y'all with me? Or am I talking to myself? Right? The goal is to be the only you. That's what we're doing here. Right? It's not about you trying to show up as nobody else. There's somebody I'm watching right now, and she had a brand, and it was all about, she makes bath and body products or skincare or whatever. Now this brand is about thottiness. That's what I'm going to say. Because if I say anything too specific, it's going to, I don't want it to point to nobody. But it's like, what are we doing here? We thirst trapping? What? What does thirst trapping have to do with this? Some people that works for, right? Because I know a girl who's killing it. And she does that, but that's how she started. That's what she does. That's who she is, right? But there's another, and I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Like, it waters down the brand. It makes you look, to me, I mean, you getting certain views and everything, but it looks like, to me, it looks desperate. It doesn't look like the brand anymore. Like, if you want to do this personal thing, I get it. Put it on your personal brand, right? But it no longer looks like the brand is attached. Now, she is the brand. Like, it's like, it's not a, I think it should be a personal, I'm not going to talk about it. But anyway, be clear. Just be clear on the brand and what you want to what you want to show up as. Okay, be clear on what you want to show up as, because if you are not clear, just like if you don't, like your morals, if they're not in place, anybody could take you through anything and make you do anything because you don't have any morals, right? But it's just the same thing. Stand on what it is that your brand is all about. Stand on that and show up as that. You don't have to do all of the things. You don't have to be the one trick pony either. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to do all of that. But show up as your brand. Use AI to help you to get very clear on your messaging. Use the AI to give you some scenarios on how you can speak to your audience, or how can you connect more, or you're not getting in front of them anymore. So how can you, what do you need to do? Is there some certain ads that I could create? There's an email series. Okay, so I need to collect some emails. So what should I do in my email series? Should I have a separate email series for this and this? Think about all of the things that's going to be able to help you with your brand. Do you need a little chat bot? You can have a little chat bot that you have on your, whenever I go to somebody's website and they got a little live chat or a bot, I like the ones that are either real or they really can answer questions, because some of them chat bots can't answer your question and you just be going around in circles, right? But some chat bots really, they can answer your question, like the one on Shopify, that thing be working, right? But there's some that doesn't, right? But if that can work and your people are coming to your website and the visitors are not converting into buyers, right? Then maybe a chatbot might help it. Or maybe you need to be on the live chat, or have somebody hire somebody to be on the live chat so that they can accommodate them when they come on there, so you can see what it is that they're looking for, or what maybe your website is all over the place and maybe they don't know where to go, and you confuse them. And this is what's happening with the AI and the clones. You're confusing them and you confusing the brand, and you already know, you confuse them, you lose them. So if they're confused and they don't know where to go, then maybe your chat bot can assist them. Maybe your live chat can assist them. Maybe something that you use can assist them to navigate your website so that they can make the sale. So you could get the sale, excuse me, right? Let me see what you all are saying in the chat. Let me see. And old girl Sue, he's a rising senior. He has a rising senior after him. I told him no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nikki, you are on point with the AI. Thank you. Thank you. We've been using AI heavily in the behind the scenes. The research it can do and the amount of data it can organize is insane, right? Because I think we're using our energies and our efforts in the wrong places. I think where it will really shine yeah, I love to create characters. Yeah, I love to make a move. I love doing that thing. I love doing that, but that's just part of my creativity. But I'm also using it for productivity. I'm also using it to, I even, like I said, I created my own GPT because I wanted to be able to help you prompt better, to help you do things better. Like if you're using it for those things, it could be useful, right? It could definitely be useful. You are wise to tell him no, because those promiscuous girls will secure a bag off his thirst and see off their thirst and see. Yep. Listen, you know it. These girls are too fast. They are. They are these. Let me tell you something. These middle school girls over here, honey. Ooh. Mm, mm, mm. They got whole relationship. Listen, they got relationships and all kinds of stuff going on in this middle school. All kinds of stuff. No, these vendors events have changed. You need to be creative to make sales now. People aren't spending on typical retail. Listen, times are changing and we got to change with the times. We have to change. You are right to a degree. Okay. Because people aren't spending. People are getting desperate. Yep. Yep, they're trying to hold on to something so bad that they're willing to do whatever. You gotta understand what you're not willing to do. You gotta understand that I got boundaries. I'm not gonna be desperate out here in these streets looking like I'm thirsty. No, it's not happening. And I think it's a great time to be creative without cheapening your brand. Perfectly said. Perfectly said. You can create, and this is what my class was all about, is creating everything that you've seen in your mind for your brand, using AI to bring all of that together, right? Because a lot of the times we have brands, they don't look exactly like what we see in our head because either we don't have the resources, we don't have the budget, we don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't know exactly how to accomplish those things, or we don't know how to get that message out, or we don't have the money to hire for a model or a photo shoot, a videographer, all the things, right? But you could use it to help enhance the brand. That's where we're losing it. We need to start using it to enhance the brand, right? Oh, I know who you're talking about, and yes, she is thirst trapping. Listen, I'm not speaking about anybody in particular. I'm not speaking about nobody in particular. I don't need nobody saying nothing about me. I mean, if you say something about me, I don't care. But listen, dotting and bopping. Dotting and bopping. Not a time to get desperate. It definitely is not. It's not a time to get desperate. It is a time to be strategic. It's a time like anything else, when times start to test you and challenge you, it's time for you to be creative, right? It's time for you to think outside of the box. It's time to think of what other things can work. Me, Patricia, and I speak about this a lot, like pivoting, right? It is time for you to pivot. There's going to be times when things are going to change so drastically that you're going to have to be creative to get yourself out of a certain situation or move in a different direction. There's going to be times when you have to do that, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. We're all going to have to do that. You be in business, if you're in business long enough, you'll understand that there are going to be times when you may not have to pivot much, but there's some times when you're going to have to really pivot, and it's okay, right? You have to know that these things are going to happen. It's okay, and we can, still make it through these things. But you still, out of all of this, you still want to be genuine, right? Out of all of this, no matter how many times I pivot, you are always going to say, I know that she uses good quality ingredients. I know that she cares about her product. I know exactly what her product does. I know who it's for. And it's a great product. I know the people stand by it. Like all of these things, there's things that are going to be anchors. Those are your anchors, right? There's some things that are going to change around it, but it's okay, right? I've pivoted plenty of times in my business. I've been in business for 15 years. I've pivoted plenty of times. Plenty of times. Right? There are times when I didn't know how I was going to, like, I tell you, when I came from the makeup world and I started doing this, like I said, I had a following already, but then I had to figure out how am I going to connect with a whole different audience that I knew nothing about, because I just wanted to make bath and body products because I was creative. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have a community. I wasn't doing tutorials, growing this community. I just said I wanted to do this thing, and that's what happened. And I had to figure out, where are these people? How can I speak to them? How can I get in front of them? What do I need to do? I had to pivot. I had to pivot because, yes, I love my makeup girlies, but my makeup girlies were still into makeup. Just because I changed my mind and said I don't want to do that no more and I wanted to go in a different direction, don't mean that they changed their mind. You know what I'm saying? And so since they had, you can't blame them. Their interest is their interest, right? But now I got to find the people who are interested in what I'm about to do. I need to find my people that are interested in what I'm about to create. I need to find those people who want to buy this on a regular basis, right? It's okay to pivot. It's okay. I pivoted again when I was doing all of these bath and body products, and I was like, you know what? My bath and body products, they are dope, and I love to make them because it feeds my creativity bug. It feeds that, but those are not the items that are my money makers. And my money makers were my more natural products. Do I love making my natural products? No, I don't love to make them, but I do love that everybody else love them because it works for them, right? And so it gives me that I had to pivot. And so it's okay if I want to introduce the creative side back again, that's totally fine. But I knew that I had to pivot, and you're going to have to pivot. That was a hard pivot for me because, while again, yes, I can make it and I can do it quickly, but that's not the thing that I love. And when you are a creative person, you want to do all the things you love doing. And you don't care if it take you 50 hours. You want to do all of the things that you love doing, and all of the things that you don't love doing, but you can do them quick and efficiently. You don't really care to do them because that's not going to, that's not provocative. It's not provocative enough for you, right? And so you're like, but I had to pivot again, and it's okay. So if you are in a space and you feel like I need to pivot, and that doesn't mean change your brand, that doesn't mean change everything up. It means look at what's going on in your business right now, see what is working for you, see what is not working for you, see where you are missing the mark in communication, and see how you can better show up and communicate with your audience, right? I didn't know that one of my products I was doing wax melts, and my wax melts, I love doing those, right? My wax melts weren't selling, but it was because I wasn't doing a great enough job showing that I had them, right? But I also didn't want to busy up my grid because there was so many things and so many products. And anytime you looked on my Instagram or wherever, I have a whole bunch of stuff, right? And it's like, well, I came here for the makeup brush soap. And now you got to watch. You got to see videos of my wax melts. You got to see videos of me with my bath bombs. You got to see videos with me with body oils. Like, it was too much. So I had to simplify it. So you just have to look at it. And I think everybody can do extremely well if they just took a second to analyze what's going on within the business, see where they are bleeding out, and see where they can, stop the bleeding and make some changes, or how you could communicate, or what do you need to communicate. Maybe you don't have your email set up. Maybe you need to take some time and do that. Maybe you don't have thank you cards, or whatever the thing is, whatever you need to do. Right? Maybe the SEO ain't work. You don't have any of that on there. Maybe you need to go and use AI so it can help you with your SEO. Maybe you the marketing. You got a launch coming up. You don't know how to speak about this. Maybe use that for that. Right? Sometimes we gotta just analyze, and then we can move. Because sometimes the answer is not that difficult. Sometimes it just takes an observation. Right? Sometimes it's not that hard. All we have to do is take a long, hard look at ourselves, and we can fix things. Right? Because we could say, you know what? Well, this is not working. I could change that. All right. So I'm going to stop making this, and I'm going to make more of this because these people like this product. And so maybe if I do something, maybe a contest, I could tell them to share with people. I can tell them to maybe if they bring somebody in, maybe we'll have like this referral thing. Maybe I could do this. Maybe I could do that. Maybe now that my messaging can be clear, I don't have to put all of these hashtags on it or all of these keywords on it. So now I could just focus on the natural skin girly. So now my messaging gets a little clearer. I do feel a little lighter. Like once you start having those kind of meetings with yourself, you're going to find that things are going to be easier because like I said, as entrepreneurs, we start thinking, oh, all these things got to sell. Oh, I could sell all these things. I could do all of these things. And sometimes all of those things don't work. Right. And so if we just take a long, hard look and start analyzing things, we can start figuring some things out and we can start moving strategically and not out of desperation. Not out of desperation, right? Not one trick pony. Indeed. And one thing I'm learning is that pivoting is a never ending cycle, period. You could pivot. You could pivot more than like a couple of times in a year. A couple of times in a year because things are going to change. Things are going to change and we don't have control over the change sometimes, right? We just got to move. We pivoted now and the economy or we pivot now and the economy or the small business trend is going to change again and we have to pivot again. Yep. And that, I mean, it's just the way of the world. That's what we got to do. So y'all, like I said, sometimes all we have to do is look and see what's working and what's not working. See if you did something, if you put out some content and that content was hitting, what did I do? You know, what was so good about that piece of content? A lot of the times we just throwing up content. I'm gonna put my hand up in the air for, you know, sometimes I do that. Right? I'm gonna put my hand up in the air. Sometimes I'm not very intentional about my posts. And I realize sometimes it could be a hit or miss. Sometimes you could put something out there and you like, well, I didn't want to put that out, just threw it up there and it could do crazy. And then sometimes you could edit something down so good and you think it's the best piece of content in the world and it got like 2 views. You know what I'm saying? Nobody said anything, you know, and you thought you just did the world. But just look at it. If those are the kind of videos that are doing it, then get some more of those videos that are doing it and put it out there, right? That's what you got to do. That's all we got to do. So good morning, Miss Tracy. Good morning, and happy August. You just got to look back and you got to look and see what's working. You got to see what you need to fix, right? If you know that you're not communicating well with your audience, how can I communicate better with my audience? What do they respond to? I got to figure that out. I got to figure it out. So with that being said, y'all, like I said, I'm going to have a progressive prompt that I'm going to give you later. I don't know if it's going to be immediately after Coffee with Nikki, but it will be at some point in the day. I'm going to be giving this prompt. And yes, I want your email because yes, I want you on my email list. Hello. That's the name of the game. On your list, on your data. On your list and on your later. Be more laddie. Got more head than she got body. Right? That's the name of the game. So yes, I am going to give you something, but I also want something. So just be aware that that's what's about to happen. Remember, I have a new drop going live at my Etsy shop at 12 p.m. Eastern time. Keep an eye out for my post on IG. Thank you in advance for your support. Have a good weekend, everyone. Have a good weekend, everyone. Listen, if you are not subscribed, I need y'all to subscribe. How many did I say I need? I need 1,478. 1,478 subscribers by August 28th or something like that for the 30-day challenge. I'm also going to be posting about the 30-day challenge, and I'm going to definitely just give you the link to go because I'll be telling y'all to go to my Facebook group and y'all don't listen to me, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. Make sure that you like the video. If you're a part of the replay gang, go ahead and put replay gang in the chat. Turn on your notifications bell so you can be notified when we go live. We go live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. And that is it. That is all. Y'all have an amazing weekend, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.